I am DK Sinha. This week, US markets delivered another strong move, especially the Nasdaq 100, which significantly outperformed broader market. But the important question is, are we witnessing the beginning of a fresh momentum phase, or are the markets slowly entering in a zone of excessive optimism? Because when the volatility falls, greed rises, and technology stocks begin outperforming aggressively, smart traders start focusing not only on the price action but also on the risk signals. So in this video, let us decode the complete picture step by step. Let's begin. US markets this week. Let us first look at the US market performance this week. The S&P 500 gained around 2.33%, while the Nasdaq 100 surged nearly 5.5%. Meanwhile, the Dow Jones remained relatively muted with a rise of only 0.23%. This divergence itself is very important. Why? Because when Nasdaq strongly outperforms the Dow Jones, it usually signals aggressive risk-on behavior in the growth and technology stocks. And that tells us institutional money is again moving toward higher beta sectors. Europe markets this week. Now let us move to the Europe. The FTSE 100 declined by around 1.26%, while Germany's DAX index managed a small positive move. So Europe remained relatively mixed compared to the strong US rally. This suggests that the global leadership is currently still concentrated in US technology-driven markets rather than broad-based global participation. Asia markets this week. In Asia, the markets also showed strength. Japan's Nikkei 225 rallied very strongly. Hang Seng remained positive. India's Nifty 50 also closed with gains. So globally, risk appetite improved this week, and this is one reason why the market sentiment became more optimistic across equities. Now let us look at the volatility. The VIX remained near the lower band of its broader historical range. And this is very important because falling volatility often supports bullish momentum in equities. However, extremely low volatility can also sometimes create complacency among traders. So while the VIX supports the current rally, traders should also remain alert because the volatility cycle eventually reverses. The fear and greed index moved deeper into greed zone at around 67. This indicates improving confidence among market participants. But remember, market usually climb during pessimism and become vulnerable when the optimism becomes very excessive. So sentiment is improving quite rapidly, but smart traders should balance optimism with discipline. The put call ratio also declined toward 0.67. Lower put call ratio often indicate rising bull positioning in the option markets. And again, this confirms improving risk appetite. But whenever sentiment indicators start aligning aggressively on one side, traders should also monitor the possibility of short-term overheating. Inflation expectations. One important macro signal came from inflation expectations. The 5-year break-even inflation rate moved higher again to a 2.72. This matters because rising inflation expectations can complicate the Federal Reserve's path toward future rate cuts. And the markets are now slowly realizing that interest rates may remain higher for longer. Federal Reserve and payroll data. This week, multiple economic reports created mixed signals. Some reports suggested the Federal Reserve may be running out of reasons to cut rates aggressively. At the same time, payroll data came quite stronger than expected, while certain underlying economic details still showed slowing trends. So the market currently remains trapped between two forces: strong liquidity driven optimism versus concerns about sticky inflation and delayed rate cuts. Bond market signals. Meanwhile, the US Treasury yields softened slightly as lower oil prices helped inflation expectations temporarily stabilize. Bond markets are therefore not yet confirming a major inflation panic. But traders should continue monitoring yields closely because sudden spikes in the yields can pressure technology stocks very quickly. Now let us move directly to the charts to undertake technical analysis of S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100. This is the weekly price chart of S&P 500 index, which finally closed at 7,398.92 this week, and that is how it has risen by 2.33% on week basis. See the kind of rally of 16% in just 6 weeks. All the rally came each week, consecutive week was bullish. The most important part is this was a very strong resistance and the price has taken out this important resistance. Not only this, but it has broken out of very important resistance. This trend line was acting as a resistance and now it has closed above this level. If you recall, we discussed about the breakout of this pattern, and the first target was coming at 61.8% expansion level at 7,400, and that has been achieved. Now the next 100% expansion lies at 7,678 to be very precise. But the price is too much overextended at this stage. But one good thing is this, that this trend line which was acting as a resistance now should provide as a dynamic support to S&P 500. So based on the price action, where is the support and resistance? Let us move to the daily price chart. So now this is the area of consolidation. So 7,137 is the major support. However, there is an existence of gap just below this rising trend line which should provide an immediate support. The last trading session saw again a formation of one white soldier candlestick pattern. There is an existence of a gap over here. So zone between 7,233 to 7,273 is an important immediate demand area. And why this is an important support area? It has a consolidation over here and a confluence of EMA 21 as well. When we look at the momentum indicator, RSI is currently at 74.58. So the price is certainly overextended. Look at the MACD, which is also showing overextension. However, there has been some cooling off effect in MACD and histogram has started rising again. So this area is an important demand area, and if this is given a breakdown, the next level of support could be to something around 7,100 to 7,137 June. Now this is the price chart of Nasdaq 100 and weekly time frame, which has closed at 29,234.99. In 6 weeks time, it has given a return of nearly 27%. Let me check it out. I had earlier checked it. So it has given a return of around 26-27% in just 6 weeks. Here also we can see this was acting as a resistance, and now on a closing basis it has given a breakout of this resistance line. But it is not a decisive breakout and the price is quite overextended. But the rise in the price is well supported with the volume. Volume is also rising and the volume stands more than the average volume in Nasdaq 100. In order to check the support and resistance, let us move to the daily price chart. Look at the parabolic rise. Now based on the price action, We had earlier discussed, and based on the price action, we discussed about the breakout of this continuation chart pattern. So the first target was at something around 61.8% expansion, which was arriving at around 28,300, which has been achieved. Now the 100% expansion comes at 29,750, but the price is quite overextended. However, the last trading session candle is again a bullish kicker candlestick pattern. So the major support lies at the consolidation band over here with a confluence of EMA 21 in a range of 27,000 to 27,300. However, there is an intermittent support because the price has over here has formed some kind of spinning top formation. So the interim support lies at 28,600 in Nasdaq 100. Look at the momentum indicator. RSI has reached to 82.59. So certainly the price is overextended. Here MACD is also looking quite overextended. And so when the price is overextended, we cannot rule out the possibility of some kind of pullback for mean reversion. So overall, the broader structure still remains constructive for bulls. But at the same time, sentiment indicators are becoming increasingly optimistic. That means traders should avoid emotional decisions and focus on disciplined risk management, because in markets a strong momentum can continue longer than expected, but risk always increases when greed rises faster than fundamentals. Let me know in the comments, do you believe this rally still has a fuel left, or are the markets entering a dangerous complacency zone? Looking forward to meet you in the next video. Till then, take care, be disciplined.